Welcome to Rootstem Gaming, and this is Warhammer 40k Space Wolves versus Genestealer Cult. Nearly forgot then. Welcome guys, this is going to be an 80 power level game. We don't normally play power levels on the channel, but every now and again we like to have a switch. And we've got a nice bit of setup here. We'll go around and explain the terrain in a moment. But the mission that we have now, I'm going to use open play cards. It's one of my favourites to do on the channel, simply because it makes it quite easy. So we've got the prize and the deployment zone. It's going to be quite interesting, right up to the line. Now the only exception with that type of deployment zone is that we have to be at least 3 inches away from each other. We're both heavy close combat armies, so this will be quite interesting. Now the prize is basically the relic style mission. You have to capture the prize and hold it for the end of turn 5. If you're the one holding it at the end of turn 5, then of course you are declared the winner. Because it's quite apt and we have the model, this is the prize. It is a captain of the Dark Angels. He's injured, he's on the ground, and the Space Wolves, if they can rescue him, will be able to have bragging rights over the Dark Angels. I think they'll like that, to be honest, be able to go, haha, look what we did. And if the Genestealers manage to capture him, they might be able to try and use his genetic material to make some form of super Genestealer. Which, to be honest, the Patriarch is kind of like that anyway. But, well. Terrain set up, we've got some trees down this side. Anything within the gravelly bit is going to be covered. And of course, the gravel bit always extends the terrain that we've got. In this particular piece of terrain, the gravel and the trees are going to be classed as trees for the -2 for charging. The building will just be a building on its own. Now we do have a couple of special units here. We've got some intact buildings. So what we're doing, on this building you can get on the roof. We will give you a cover if you are on the roof, but the floor comes away. So what we're saying is, if you're near a door or window, you can enter the building, just walk through normally, and we'll take the figures off and put them down. And if you're inside the building, you can shoot out, and you can be shot, of course, being classed as being in cover. And it's a -2 to charge unit that's in a building. But you cannot shoot through the buildings. And this particular building, we're counting the roof as impassable. And then if we take this off, as you can see inside, I'll straighten up in a minute, inside is quite a lot of space. Again, the same rules apply. So it's a line of sight blocking piece of terrain unless you're inside it. And if you're inside it, you can see out of windows and doors, and you can also be shot at. That'll make it quite interesting for us to be able to get through, since we can be quite heavy on the infantry, both of us. Right, so we'll now that you know kind of like the setup and the mission that we're doing, we're going to be taking you to some armies. So this is an 80 power level Genestealer Cult force. I'll just take you through the Warlord first. Now the Warlord's going to be this particular Patriarch. He's going to have the Warlord trait that allows him to ignore wound on a 6 from the 40k rulebook. I'm not going for anything special on those guys. And he's going to have the mass hypnosis psychic power to try and make sure that you guys can't. They all know smite, of course, but to try and make sure that no overwatch occurs, I'm going to try and use mass hypnosis on that. So I've also got a second Patriarch. This is going to be his lieutenant. Again, he's going to have mass hypnosis as well, I'm aware, because we are playing it to match play rules, so you can only use one psychic power, you know, type. It's just going to be easier if we've got both of the same power. The next, now, like I say, he's going to be the Warlord. Relic wise, I'm going to have the Icon of Ascendance, I believe that's what it's called, on the Icon Ward. So there's my Icon Ward. And he's basically going to be having the upgraded, yeah, he's going to be having the upgraded icon. Sorry, I can't speak today. Both Patriarchs, of course, are going to be accompanying these particular units. These units are going to be set up in reserve. Well, normally they are, but they're sort of next to them to try and remind me that they're going to be accompanying those guys. I do have a unit of Adherents as well as 3 units of Neophyte Hybrids, or Acolyte Hybrids, or Hybrids, the ones with lots and lots of claws, and some Neophytes. So this is just a standard unit with 2 mining lasers, 2 grenade launchers. The guy with the red trousers, I believe that's from a board game, is going to be the sergeant out of that squad. And of course this particular one is a custom one which I made ages ago for a campaign game. I have to tell you about that one day. Where Genestealer Cult didn't exist, but we kind of used them just to try and get a new fresh game going in some older edition of 40k. I do have a Magus, and I do have a Primus. They're going to be using their representative roles later on. And of course, there's no real weapon options for these guys, just what they're armed with. The hybrids, of course, is going to be a rock drill, rock saw, and then in this one there's going to be the rock cutter, and this unit's going to have demolition charges. And one of the units, of course, has got bone sword and lash whip on their sergeant. We've also got a Goliath rock glider with the heavy, it's not heavy mining laser, it's a seismic cannon and heavy stubber. Unfortunately, during transportation, that's broken off and I've not brought any glue with me. But that can transport 6 guys, so I think one of the smaller squads will probably be going in there. So that's basically it. That's, like I said, 80 power level. I think that's about roughly 1,700 points or something close to that. I'm not quite sure with the power level to points conversion. But that's the Genestealer Cult army, and we're going to take you across to the Space Wolves. Back on the channel then is Carl with his mighty Viking looking beard. And of course, a mighty beard means you need a mighty bearded Space Marine army. Hey! Do you want to run through what we've got today then, Carl? 80 power level roughly of Space Wolves.
Yep. On the left here you've got 3 squads of Grey Hunters.
Yep.
And again, thank you Games Workshop for, after years of modelling, changing over what they can actually have. So like this guy hasn't got an axe. That's actually a plasma gun, because it's 1 plasma gun for every 5 men, or 1 special weapon for every 5 men.
Okay, mate.
And during transportation, an arm fell off.
So you've got casualties, I've got casualties.
Yeah, already. Same with this squad. That's a plasma gun. It's not a Thunderhammer Storm Shield. Thank you, Games Workshop.
Yep.
And on this one, what you see is what you get.
So that's
again, the only difference is he can't have a plasma gun. It's a bolt gun. Thank you, Games Workshop.
Carl has a lot of love for GW at the moment.
Yeah. Up on the right here, you've got a 10-man squad of Blood Claws.
Yep.
What you see is what you get with that. That was set up after the Codex.
No problem.
Obviously a 5-man Terminator squad.
Yep.
What you see is what you get. And then 5 Long Fangs. And up at the front you've got Bjorn,
nice mixture of
Logan, and Arjak conversion.
Arjak conversion. And then of course he's taking Logan Grimnar and Bjorn the Fell-Handed. Can't wait for the Cult Codex to come out, see if we're going to get any special characters, to be honest. That'll be quite interesting to see if we do. Since they tend to just exist on a planet, get wiped out and then consumed by Tyranids.
I believe like last time we played, I griped that we didn't have a Codex.
Yeah.
And now we're playing this time, I'm griping that we've got a Codex.
I'm sure it'll make things better for you, Rob. Some of the sagas. It's sagas that you guys have, don't you?
They're pretty good actually. The sagas, I do enjoy those.
I'm guessing though, Logan Grimnar here is going to be a warlord, and
he is.
Yeah, he built with a particular saga. I'm guessing that should flash up on screen.
And again, thank you Games Workshop, because I got the Codex before they made the change. So I think it's Saga of the Warrior Born. I can't remember what the unlock is for that. I'll check that out in a tick. Yeah,
no problem. What relic is actually he got then? Because I know he has to take I believe he's got a relic on his stats, hasn't it, as well?
Let me check.
So we had a look. He's actually got named characters everywhere, so he doesn't actually want to take any relics in this particular game. So we're going to get set up on the tabletop, and we'll bring you in to the dice roll to see who's going to get first turn. So a quick synopsis of deployment. I've got my rock grinder down here with my Magos and my drill and saw squad in there. They're going to be going, by the looks of it, against this unit of Grey Hunters. Carl's got Bjorn at the backfield. The other unit of Grey Hunters is quite forward. Got a set of units down here, hopefully able to try and run forward and capture that objective before he does. I think this is going to be a bloodbath surrounding this particular objective. Another unit of Grey Hunters down here, and his Long Fangs are on top. These guys, he's using a command point for a wolf, blood claws to be in reserve, and then he's got his wolf guard and 2 of his characters, they're also in reserve as well. The rest of my units are behind this line of sight blocking terrain building for now, just to try and stay out of Carl's ball to fire range, although I don't think it's going to last that long, to be honest. They'll probably end up in the building and being shot. And all this, apart from these of course, it's all in reserve, both Patriarchs, both units of Genestealers, the Primus and the unit that he accompanies, which is the one with the bone sword and the rock cutter. Right, Carl got all his units down first. So, you get a +1 to this roll, sir.
Yay.
Oh, it's a 2. Oh,
Yay.
failed! So, I need a 6 to seize, which I'm going to go for. No, so we're going to be going straight into Space Wolf's turn 1. So we've done Carl's movement. We're going to use that little dice there to represent who's holding the Space Wolf unconscious over their shoulder. Sorry, not Space Wolf, the Dark Angel over their shoulder at the moment. And he's, unfortunately for him, having to be burdened with someone he kind of dislikes. But it does mean it's Carl's shooting, and there's not a lot that he can actually see. It's very dense terrain, it's very built up, this one. I kind of built up there to make sure that we could get some good close combats in. But
it'll be good when City Fight comes in again as well.
Oh,
that'll
yeah,
be,
definitely.
Awesome.
Well, you can. The Chapter Approved's got some rules for it.
Yeah.
Right, so Bjorn, is he going to open fire first?
He is. Yeah.
What's he shooting?
Going to shoot your Goliath, is it?
Going to shoot my Goliath Rock Grinder, which is pretty good in close combat itself, to be honest. So, I'm guessing it's 6 shots from that?
Yeah, on 2s.
Does it have a does he allow to move
a
and
heavy.
fire? Yep.
It's a heavy, so I think it's still a -1.
So he's not got no special rules allowing him to move and fire a heavy weapon then?
No, not that I think of.
No problem, so it's going to be freeze then, good sir. And does he re-roll any 1s? It is Bjorn.
Yep, hit rolls of 1 for friendly.
There we go. And that, I'm guessing that applies to any unit within 6 as well.
It is, yeah.
So he's basically like a... oh, he's an HQ choice, so I
Yeah.
suppose you can do that. Command points wise, actually, I forgot to say, I've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and Carl will probably be on 8 because he's going to have a battalion.
It's +1 with Bjorn.
And he gets an extra 1 for Bjorn, right, so we're both going to be on 9 command points to start the game
I've got
with.
8, because those guys are using the command point for...
Oh, yeah, so you've got 8
It's
left.
not a deep strike, it's like a pain behind.
Yeah, you have 9, now you've got 8 left. There we go. Let me use the orange dice. It's always nicer to use the orange dice. Go on then, sir.
Strength 6, what's your toughness?
I don't know. Roll some dice and I'll look it up. Right.
Oh, I'm guessing the 2s are out.
I'm guessing the 2s might be out, but bear with me.
1, but I think that's ignored with the cover, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's a -1 +1 because of a cover, so effectively that's ignored. 2 wounds on the 5. I'm going to need 4s to save, and if a Goliath Rock Grinder takes wounds, it can ignore those wounds on a 6. So 2 saves, 2, a 5 and a 4. What's your next one then, sir? Ah yes, bolter fire. I thought it was coming. So the bolters have opened fire from here into the Goliath Rock Grinder, done 1 wound so far, reducing it down to 9, and now we've got a funny looking plasma gun in the shape of an axe.
He's just going to chuck it at me.
He's going to chuck it at me, or he's going to do like some form of swinging thing with the blade and it fires out a plasma bolt. Are you overcharging, sir, or are you going for standard?
Might as well overcharge it.
He's going to overcharge, so freeze to hit.
No!
And he dies. Because he's overcharged the power axe. And didn't realise it was
He's just gone and dropped on his head.
Yeah. I've never been taught how to throw these before. Oh, Frederick's knocked out now. Right, any other shooting, good sir? I'm guessing it's going to be that long fang Devastator squad.
I believe everything's going to be in range.
Yeah, we'll have a quick check. We've got a rocket launcher then coming in first. Go ahead, sir. He's got target priority on that unit.
Good job.
So yep, reroll 1s. So he's changing the dice. Oh dear, oh dear. Some good bolter shooting, impacting in, but these guys are not doing so well. What's next? Plasma?
Plasma cannon.
Are you overcharging?
I'm going to say yeah.
Okay, since you can reroll 1s, yeah. So it's D3 shots. Oh, he's got 3 shots. This is going to work, I think. All hits. Hey. It's going to be strength 8.
So 5s.
Yeah. No strength 8, it's freeze to wound, mate. Freeze.
Yep, all 3.
That's all of them wounded.
Minus
now,
3 and 2 damage.
-3. I've got a 4+ save. It is going to be 50% obscured from there. So I am going to be needing 6s to stop this damage from going through. So I got 1 6. So that's 2 that's gone through. That's going to cause 4 wounds. So rugged construction. Ignore him on a 6. So I suffer 3 wounds in total, reducing him down to 6 wounds at the first round of the game. We've still got a heavy bolter and a las cannon to go. Which is one's next then, sir?
Cannon.
Oh dear. That's a hit. Need to see him again. Oh, do you wish to command point it?
Yeah, I'm going to command point that.
So he's going to command point. It's down now to 7.
Hey,
yeah.
That's better.
Same result. I need a 6 to stop it. No. So that's D6 damage from a las cannon. It's good that rocket launcher didn't hit. 4. Oh, this guy's taking some pounding. And I don't ignore any of that. That's down to 2. Can the heavy bolter, 3 shots, finish him off? 3 shots then, good sir. All hit. He's going to need 5s and 6s though.
1.
Oh, so he can't kill the tank. It's a 4+ save because it's... Oh, failed it. 6 to save normally. No. Down to 1. That's bad. That's very, very bad. That's a very knackered construction worker vehicle. That's probably why we're a bit miffed. Do you know how expensive these are, said a foreman. Try not to destroy any of the mining equipment.
I'm wondering about the line of sight from those Grey Hunters.
Them Grey Hunters to the
it's
tank.
Be
yeah, you're going to be
yeah.
honest with you, you should be able to see them.
Yeah.
So all that squad can see the Goliath rock grinder. This might be some form of, even though you don't get points for first blood, it might be some form of first blood to Carl here. Right then, sir, so your plasma guns, are you overcharging?
Yes.
Yes. He's going to need 3s to hit, they're not within rapid fire, and he gets to reroll 1 for Bajon. 2 hits. Needs 3s to wound. 1. It is. I need a 6. No. 2 damage coming in, so I need a double 6 to stop this from going up. No, I lose my Goliath rock grinder. There's nothing around me, so I'm not going to bother rolling 4 to see whether or not it explodes. But there is 6 men on board, and I lose 1 of them. So they've piled out the vehicle. No need to take a test. Carl's got the objective. I'm going to have to try and destroy that squad, because of course one of the last guys to die is going to be the one carrying the man. And right, and then those guys there, these guys are in a good position to be able to move into the building. But let's take it on to Genestealer Cult, turn 1. So my Genestealers have moved up. We've got the Magus is running up as well. He's probably going to be trying to do some smite. I need to try and reduce that unit down to nothing. Although I do have a funny feeling that once I do, Bajon de Valhander is going to come in and go, "Come here, Dark Angel, puppy boy," and throw him over his shoulder. These guys have moved forward, but they're limited on what they can see because, of course, of the windows. There's probably not going to be a lot that they can shoot out of. These guys didn't manage to make it forward, and then those guys did. But it does mean that they can be shot by them. So this is not going to, might not end well on my turn here. We've left the roof off just because it's easier, because it's an impassable piece of terrain anyway. Right, so I'm going to start off by psychic smiting these guys here, and the smite will be, it's a 6, so it's just going to be D3 mortal wounds against the wolves. Oh, it's a 3. Well, it's a 6, but it makes it a 3. So 3 of the wolves have gone down to psychic shenanigans. Pew pew pew. And then into the shooting phase. These two have got pistols, 12-inch. Yep, just. So these two are going to fire them first. No hits. So on to this squad. D6 for the demolition charge. This is where I use command points. It's 5 shots. I think I'll keep that. Are you sure?
Yeah, definitely.
Alright. I don't think I'm going to. I need 4s to hit. Oh my god.
Nice.
That is a good grenade from the demolition charge. Everything else, of course, is going into the squad. I need 2s to wound. I'm going to command point that 1. So that's going to be 5 wounds with a minus of 3. It's going to be 5 saves of 6 there, Carl.
Yeah.
1. So another 4's gone down. Now I'll roll for, I'm going to roll for the pistols off camera. So he's down now to 2 guys here. I did 2 of these could see. I should have made better rules for using the building. We know that now, and then we'll do that in future games. Possibly just say that half of the squad can shoot out. It'd just be easier. Right, so I'm going to have some charging. These guys are going to charge in. And then of course I'm going to attempt to charge with these. So we'll do some Overwatch off camera and bring you back to show some fighting. So we've managed to make this in, but while making it in, I did inadvertently he's managed to do a heroic intervention. So I've consolidated up with my squad. I'm going to try and murder these, but I've got a funny feeling Bjorn the Fell-Handed is going to murder me back. I need threes. The white ones are going to be for the rending claws. So them three have missed, meaning that all this lot here has hit. I'd need fours, and any sixes will be minus. I can't target Bjorn because I didn't declare him as a target for the charge. So I've got at least 2 sixes, which are -4. Cal can't save them, so the wolf unit will be removed, and he will drop the precious cargo. Because I am the enemy, I'm allowed to state where the precious cargo drops. It'll drop on top of this man here. So he will now shoulder the burden as he murders those guys. Those guys have gone, and I'm not going to shimmy closer to that guy because I don't really want to. But right, let's find out what Bjorn can do in combat. So
-4, mate.
He's got 5 attacks, needing 2s and re-rolling 1s. Well then, sir. So all 5 hit. His strength
is 12. It's 7 + 5.
Wow. So that's 2s to wound. And he gets to re-roll the fails. And the minus, did you say, on this particular weapon is 4?
It is 4, and it's d6 damage each, which is yeah.
So I've just picked it up, and I'm now dead. So Bjorn has managed to kill. So you get to place the man. Now I got to place it right on top of me. Here it is. You get to place this, good sir. So I'm guessing now they're the closest enemy. So if you went there and then Bjorn shimmied a little bit, he could pick it up. So is that what you're going to do?
It sounds like it's what I'm going to do.
Yep.
Yeah. That sounds like a very good
Very,
plan.
very good plan. And if he consolidates a little bit, ends his movement there, he then shoulders the Dark Angel. And I'm going to have a difficult time trying to get it back off Bjorn. I'm going to have to bring him down. But unfortunately for me, it's now Space Wolf, turn 2.
Yeah, that was right.
So Cal shimmied these guys further forward. Bjorn, with the guy on his shoulders, it's a shame I can't model that, that'd be pretty cool, is kind of running away, but I'll be honest, if the Genestealers do get in, it's 5s to wound and any 6s is going to be -4, which even Bjorn's armour is not going to be able to hold.
You can ignore it on 5s.
It can ignore wounds on 5s, but it's, yeah, it becomes a bit risky. Yeah. These guys have shimmied to get a better line of sight to these inside the building. And the wolf scouts turned up. The rest of the units are staying in reserve still.
Blood claws, thank you very much.
Blood claws, wolf scout, all wolfy stuff, bloody claw things.
The wolfimate wolf.
Wolfimate wolf. They've turned up here to be able to shoot these guys. Right then, sir. What are you going to fire with first?
Grey Hunters into your
Grey Hunters.
Cultist down there. Can't target the character.
Can't target character just yet. Probably will be able to in a moment, but
hopefully, yeah.
Yeah. So. All the weapons there, and there's it's a 2 plasma guns still left.
No, there's only
only
plasma
one.
gun's gone now.
Plasma guns. Oh yeah, he died.
So it's 9 shots with
9 bolters, 18 shots, sir. Needing 3s. So about 9 hit. Now he needs 3s to wound. Oh dear.
Oh, 4.
Only 4 wounds. 5s to save. Wow. Only 1, and of course I'll increase with... Oh no, because that's the sergeant. Do I want to increase the charge range? Go on then. So the sergeant's gone down. Just increasing that charge range. Cal there is surprised as I am to see the Genestealers survive a lot of hits there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, your next one then, sir. I'm guessing it's probably assault cannon from here. Laying waste to these already here.
2s re-rolling 1s.
Well, 3s because he's moved. But re-rolls 1s. Yeah.
Good job.
So he's hit with them all. He needs 2s to wound, being strength 6. This is going to work. This is 5 hit on this squad here with -1. I'm not in cover. I need 6s. 1's still alive. Wow, number of the beast popping up there. Oh, pop. It's going to be down to him with the rock drill. I'm keeping the rock drill because that can be quite nasty in combat. So we've measured up. Cal's splitting the fire on this squad here. He's going to fire 4 bolters into the adherents, and then he's going to fire 4 bolters and 2 plasma guns into this unit here. He was going to try and reduce these guys down to try and see him, but the majority of this unit in here is closer to them long fangs on top. So even if he does manage to wipe them all out, he still can't target the megas. So, sir, yours.
Yep.
So the 4 bolters into the adherents. It's not bad. He's going to need 4s.
4 hits.
4 hits. Adherent save is 5+. The R-class has been in cover, so it's 4s. I save 3. 1's gone through, so that means that one of the adherents, which will be an axe, will be on 1 wound. And then rinse and repeat. Yep. They need 3s to wound on that one.
What's that one?
So that's 4 so far. Needing 4s. Another one falls. These guys are saving quite well. They must know the terrain. And then plasmas. Now, so they are in rapid fire. He's not going to overcharge because there's no point.
Yeah.
So 4 shots, 3 hits. He's going to need 2s. Oh dear.
God.
And that's going to be another 1 dead. So 2 dead out of that unit.
Even if I shoot that guy, I still can't get the character.
So every bolter and anything else, if he manages to survive the every bolter into the 1 lone troop. Go on then, sir. Whoa, he really is deciding that that guy must die. And I need number of the beast. Nope. Sorry, I've knocked your guy. So he's dead.
Yep.
So that's that squad complete and totally out of it, and I've knocked him back, so I'll bring him forward. And the blood claws, I'm guessing firing into the infantry. All 12 are in range, and have you got a flamer in there as well?
All 12 are in range.
Not 12, they're all within 12-inch range.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to say.
There's a flamer in there
1, 2,
which is
3,
now
4,
obsolete.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so 9 are bolt pistols.
Yeah, no, 1's plasma pistol.
Oh, 1's a plasma pistol, so yeah, yes it is. So 8 bolt pistols, needing
4s, I think.
4s. Is it 4s shooting, 3s?
Yeah.
Ooh. So 4s for shooting. That were even bad for Space Marine shooting, I'll be honest. 1 wound.
There we go. Take that one, take it.
And he doesn't, it bounces off whatever.
Don't take it.
They must have upgraded the chitting, you know what I mean? They're all beetleback bony guys. And the plasma pistol kill, it doesn't overcharge. He's not gonna overcharge against one of these guys, so he doesn't kill himself. That is a bit of a random turn there. The adherents and everything else, I did actually, we'll go back, I forgot to do my banner, so one of them guys actually survived, the rest have suffered a wound. I think you might be able to. We're going to go into Cal's assault phase, we'll see what he can charge, and then we'll do some charges if we can, and we'll come back for some fights. So, we've done Cal's charges, there's been no casualties on Overwatch, but he's not done or made any successful charges. It's a bit of a shame, but it does mean certain units of mine have perished. So that comes away because morale is going to be automatic for those guys. So we're now going to go into Genestealer turn 2, where they're going to try their damnedest to kill Bajon the Fell-Handed. So we've rolled some guys coming in. These guys here, 2 units, have got 2 6s. They're going to be quite close to Bajon. They're going to try and tear him limb from rim. It's a bit of doom of rip and tear there, hopefully. Big boy, of course, unfortunately he's in the woods, so he's going to manage to charge, but it's whether or not I can stop the Overwatch with mass hypnosis. These guys have stood still just to pour some fire. The adherents have moved forward to try and get a charge off at the Grey Hunters. These have tried to engage the Blood Claws. I don't think they're going to have much success, but hey-ho. And unfortunately, these are on their own, up to their own devices, doing what they want. These guys here are still in reserve. That's the Warlord plus his posse. I'm waiting, because these guys have got to come in next turn. And if they don't come in, they're dead. So they're kind of waiting to see what happens over here. Right, so into Sidekick. A smite from the Magus into Bajon. It's a 5. I just managed to cast it. D3 mortal wounds. 1 mortal wound against Bajon, and I believe he ignores wounds on a 5 or 6. And he does! You bastard. Right, so I'm going to try and stop Bajon from firing his Overwatch and minusing 1 to his hit rolls. So the guy's going to try and do mass hypnosis. I need a 7. I've got a 7. So mass hypnosis is cast. I don't know if Bajon can stop any psychic powers. Nope. No. So Bajon at the moment is going to be a little bit gimped when it comes to his next turn. Right, let's crack on with some shooting. So this unit's opening fire. We've just done the auto guns. Managed to take out one of the Grey Hunters. Now we've got 2 mining lasers coming in. One of the mining lasers is hit. This is strength 9, so it's going to be 2s to wound. I'll command point that. Or do I? No, I'll save it. Because I've got 2 flamers down here and I know what's going to happen with some ones. So let's go on to this one then. So 2 flamers into these. Oh, didn't need it, never mind. 8 shots. So let's get my dice together. Rootstem dice. Not yet available, but will be available soon from rootstem.co.uk.
Nice plug.
Yes, very good plug. In a range of different colours. Although we are going to be special order, so you're going to have to order them first before I actually submit an order for them. Right, Flamers needing 4s to wound. So 50-50 chance there. The odds are spot on. That's half, so that's 4 wounds on the blood claws.
Minus.
No minus is standard Flamers. So 1 goes down, and I'll do some las guns. So I've opened fire with the las guns and a grenade. We've managed to 5 wounds on the blood claws. So Carl saves 3+. 1. I've told you, when I'm recording you, Carl, you do a lot better than when I'm not recording you, sir. So another 1. Another 1 goes down. I'm guessing he's going to be alright. Tell me if not. And I'm not really going to have that much more in the way of shooting. I could fire a couple of pistols from those guys. 3 of them, which I think I will, into the back of Bajon.
Coward.
Oh, all hit. No wounds. That's not being a coward, it's being tactical. I like that, tactical cowardice. Right, so we're going to get some Overwatch. Well, it's not going to, apart from this squad here, it's probably not going to be a lot of Overwatch, but we're going to get some Overwatching and we're going to get some attacking. Alright, let's go into the fight phase and we'll come back when we're showing some attacks. Right, so we managed to get everybody in there. Now, as Carl says, this is probably going to hurt. So Genestealer Patriarch is going to fight first. Now, he needs 2s to hit. He's got 6 attacks. His strength of his weapon is only 6, so I believe Bajon Felhander's toughness is... His toughness is 8. Bloody hell. Didn't realise that. So his toughness 8, so I'm going to need 5s and 6s, but I do get to reroll failed wounds. Any 6s he gets is a -6 and a straight 3 damage. Anything else is a -3 and D3 damage. So the Patriarch needing 2s to hit. I got 3 1s, well done. Ha! Damn it. Needing 5s and 6s with rerolls. Does your guy have an invulnerable save, sir?
No.
No.
No, I've taken that off.
So, that one's going through with 3 damage regardless. This one, you do get a save of 6 on that. It's -3. No, so that's D3 damage. So that's another 1. So far he's taken 4 wounds from the Patriarch. And 5s and 6s, he gets to ignore them. And he ignores 3 of them. How many wounds does he have?
8.
God damn it.
Yeah,
So he's
hang on, you got more to go, so we'll just put them there for now. Oh.
It's alright, got it. He's down to 7. And then I'm going to be able to consolidate in with the Genestealers. So 7 guys needing 2s. I'll pick that one back up and re-roll it. 2s to hit.
Yeah, you better.
Put you down for a sec. So the only problem is, these dice are fantastic for this type of stuff, but they're terrible when it comes to fucking videoing. So that's 5, 6, so it's going to be 4, 5, 6, 7. So he's on 4 wounds left. Now, hybrids. The Acolyte gets 3 attacks.
Do you like Bjorn?
Fucking don't like Bjorn, no. That's why it gets 3 attacks. The other lads get 1, 2, 3. Get those attacks. And then 1, 2, 3 with basic weapons. And then there's going to be 2 attacks, which I'll do in these. There's going to be with, I think that's the rock cutter. Yes. So rock cutter. So that's -4 and a straight 2 damage is the rock cutter. You're a vehicle, so the special ability doesn't apply. Which is, his special ability is, at the end, if you suffer damage from this weapon, if I roll higher than the remaining number of wounds that you have remaining, you are instantly slain. Just take him off, it's like, yeah. But it doesn't affect anything with the vehicle profile. Yeah. So the Magus is down to 3 wounds, and the Magus is last. So, he is within 6 of the privates, and he's 2s to hit. Bloody hell! 2 1s. And then you're going to need 5s and 6 to wound. He does get the wound on a 6. It's -1, Cal, so you got your save of 4+ for your armour. And he saves it! Boom! Big, hairy, sweaty ones.
Yeah.
Big, hairy, sweaty ones. Well, since I completely forgot and messed up because I got so excited about charging him and completely forgot to charge those guys, you now get to go with him. Now he's having a -1 to hit, so it is freeze to hit rather than his standard because of course he's affected by the mind control.
But then he gets.
But he's still carrying the. He's probably using the unconscious Dark Angel's captain as some form of bludgeon.
So he's just swinging him around by the foot. Yeah. He can take it.
So I'm guessing where you're putting your attacks, Carl. Now the Patriarch does have 6 wounds. You are hitting on freeze due to the issue.
Yeah.
So it's up to you what you want to do.
I'll put 2 on him.
You're going to put 2, just 2 on him.
2 on him, yeah.
He has got a 5 up in vulnerable save.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to put 2 on him with his claw. Who else are you going to be attacking? You've got 5 attacks in total.
In fact, I'll put 3 on him and 2 on your... Where's your other character in there?
Well, there's a Magos in front as well.
Yeah, I'll put 2 on him.
So 2 on the Magos, which will probably just annihilate him. And then 3 on the Patriarch. Right.
Let's do the Magos first.
Magos first, 2 attacks. In 2s.
You're rolling 1s.
Yep, there's a Bjorn.
There you go.
Oh, sorry, he needs 3s actually. So
There's 3s,
yeah, both 3s. And then he needs
12 toughness.
Needs 2s.
Yep,
they've both gone through.
-4.
Yep, can't save it. How much damage does it do?
D6 each. So that's
5.
damage.
Only just killed him. He's actually got 4 wounds. But the Magos has gone. He's down. Now the Patriarch. This is where it's going to get interesting. Yep, all hit. Strength 12. Toughness is 5. So you are going to need 2s to wound. Only 1. There can be only 1. Didn't you?
-4.
-4. 5 up invulnerable. Failed. Command point. Still failed. Down to 6 command points.
4 damage.
Carl has done 4 damage to him, which won't kill him. So does he want to use a command point to reroll that dice? So he's going to reduce him down to 2 wounds. And at the end of that fight phase, Bjorn has managed to smash and kill him. And of course he's managed to nearly kill the Patriarch running in there. Thankfully it's not the Warlord Patriarch, but he's still carrying the Dark Angel on his shoulder, and he does have an escape route now. Right, so it's going to be your... going into your turn 3, Carl. Right, so these guys have shimmied up since I completely forgot to charge with them. These guys have shimmied up because I completely forgot to charge with them. God, I've had a bad turn there. Bjorn has taken the advantage of that little gateway and gone, no, sod this. I'm on here. There's a lot of teeth and claws there. And then
he's
the song,
Zoidberged off.
Yeah, he's Zoidberged off there. He's done a side scuttle and he's gone out. Logan Grimnar's turned up here and gone, oi, what are you doing? what are you running away for? You know, and he's like, have you seen them over here? And then these Terminators turn up and go, yeah, we have. That's why we've turned up here and we're going to shoot them. And then, of course, these guys are running around the building trying to get into this squad here. Now the Primus is going to be closer to some of these squads up here. What are you firing with first then, Carl?
Arjak's going to sling his hammer at him.
Going to sling his hammer. Now what happens here with the slinging of a hammer?
It's Assault 1.
Yeah.
And it's just your regular shoot, so 3+, strength ×2, AP -3, and because it's a character, instead of D3 damage, it's just a flat 3.
Ow.
Yeah.
Right, so it's just one shot though, so it shouldn't be able to kill him because the Primus has got 5 wounds, but it'll hurt him. So, roll to hit.
And re-rolling failed hit rolls.
Alright, okay. That's a homing
when
beacon
targeting
hammer.
a character.
It's a homing beacon hammer against characters. Fantastic. He hits. What do you need to wound? What's your strength?
Strength 10.
So it's going to need 2s.
Yeah.
It's gone straight through.
-3 damage.
I've got no... well, I do have unquestioning loyalty, but whether or not I want to allocate 3 wounds to somebody else doesn't have a bloody matter. No, I'm not going to start slaying off units just for 3 wounds. It's going to be reduced down to 2. There we go. Your next one, sir.
Excuse me.
Both having some burps from the traditional black fizzy liquid. That Stormbolt is in range, yep.
Well, they're going to be the closest, just. So, Stormbolter and Assault Cannon.
No problem. Which one first then?
Do the Assault Cannon.
Assault Cannon, 6 shots. He's a heavy weapon, he has moves, so he's going to need force to hit.
And because of Arjak, re-rolling wound rolls of 1.
No problem. That's wound rolls of 1, but against the Genestealer he's going to need 3s to wound. So force to hit, and then 3s to wound. Ooh. Spraying wildly. Reroll that one.
Yeah.
Still 1. 5 up invulnerable save on the Steelers.
Yep.
He does save.
And
then the Stormbolter. It's within 12, so it's 4 shots. Didn't freeze. And then it needs 4s. No 1s, but that is 3 wounds. I'll just double check their armour. Now it is a 5 up, so it's 5 up regardless. And I lose 3. So the Assault Cannon wildly smacks into Chichin, or whatever it's called, armoured carapace. But Stormbolter blasts 3 of the guys apart. So what are you firing with next, Carl?
The Long Fangs can only see last cannon and missile launcher into these Steelers.
Into the Steelers, no problem.
So
which one first?
With the last cannon if it hits.
Yep. You need 2s though. Oh no, sorry, yeah, it's 3s re-rolling 1s, isn't it? With the, so it's definitely hit. It's going to be 2s. Yep. 5 up in 1. No, so that's 1 Steeler gone. Are you firing frag or crack rocket?
I believe it's frag.
Right,
so
so
a
D6. Yep. Oh man, 6 shots. I tell you, as soon as we turn camera on, Carl's dice turn amazing.
Not me, it's the dice.
It is. It's the dice that turns amazing. Rerolling the 1s. Yep, and it's going to be 4s to wound. 3 of them. 5s to save. I saved 1, so I've lost another 3 guys in total from that heavy weapons team. So you're firing the Grey Hunters next, sorry?
I am, yeah.
No problem. What are you firing then, sir?
The front 4 guys, because it's 12-inch range, are going to fire into the Steelers.
Yep.
And then the back 5 are going to fire into these.
The hybrids. Yeah, the dudes. Right, no problem. The front 4, is that what you're firing first?
No, I was going to do the back 4
5?
first,
Yep, no problem. 10 shots into the...
no plasma or anything, that's gone, so...
No problem. Yeah, because he overloaded, didn't he?
Yeah.
It's 3s to hit. So... about odds, yeah. Needing 3s to wound because they're lower toughness than the Steelers.
So you got 5.
That's 5. No modifiers. Going to need 5s and 6s to save. I lost 4, and I think the squad only comprises of 5 models. So I think everyone but the cutter is dead. And then the next lot is going into the Steelers. More concentrate, but it does need 4s to wound on this one. Ow! 6. Grab me some 6 dice. Am I missing one?
Yeah, it's gone under the...
Oh yes, it has. Alright, so that's 4. Oh dear! So that's another 4 dead. And I'll be honest, because it's a squad of 10, they're all dead, Dave. They're all dead. So that fuselage, he's definitely got out of dodge because he knew what were coming. Oh dear. So what's happening next then, sir?
Logan's going to be firing at this chap here because he's closer than that guy, unfortunately.
Okay. So I'm probably going to lose all my squads down here by the looks of this. Go on then.
It's
Logan needs twos and he's re-rolling ones. Even if he is within 6 inches of his own, it doesn't matter to him. He's a chapter master, effectively.
Well, it's re-rolling fail hit rolls.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, don't matter what it is. Well, it doesn't do it. Unfortunately, the hyper-adaptive systems of the even the Genestealers have gone. That bolt of fire kind of hurts. We'll adapt ourselves to that.
We'll just miss that.
We'll just miss that.
Dodge out of the way.
Dodge it. It's that patriarch. Look, he's pointing. He's saying, "Get behind that wall, dickhead." Don't be stood there, it happened. Right.
So still got blood claws and
still got blood claws and grey hunters. I'm guessing these guys are going to open fire on this lot in here.
Yep.
Right, I thought they would. Swines.
The thing is, I've made it so it's hard to see now.
Yeah.
So I've got 9, I think.
I think pretty much all of them.
Yeah.
Right, so Cal's going to fire some 2 plasma guns into the adherents. Everything else is going to fire into these guys.
One of the plasma guns is cleverly shaped like an axe.
It's shaped like an axe. It's very much like his Homer seeking. Yeah. By the way, just a little thing for people that like to watch us here. Both me and Carl, we are from South Yorkshire. Yeah. And when Carl mentioned our Jack, I actually thought he meant his home-brewed own character.
Jack.
Called he's our Jack, as in my brother Jack, if you're not from the north of England. For example, I have a brother Richard, he's called R. Richard. You know, but his name is actual A-R-J-A-K or C.
C.
So it's so it is actually R. Jack, whereas if you're from the north of England, R. Jack sounds like he's our Jack. So I had to point that out there because it is making me laugh every time he says R. Jack. So the plasmas then, survey are not overcharging, there's no point. It's 4 shots, mate, you're in rapid fire.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So 3 hits, he's going to need 3s to wound. Ooh, you want to command point one of them?
No, I don't want to.
No problem. So the hit, one's already wounded. Blip. So it does kill one because there's going to be no save on them. And we're going to count up some bolter fire. So 14 bolt gun shots coming in. Ooh, yeah. No re-rolls because there's nothing. He's too far out for proximities. And he's going to need 3s to wound those guys. Not too bad. 6. 6 saves, needing 4s for the cover. Oh crap!
Well,
that's not good. That's 6 down. Sorry, I'm within 6 inches of the banner. I completely forgot. I can't ignore those on 6s. I saved 3. So thankfully the banner saying, "What are you guys doing? Stop sleeping on the job."
Stop sleeping with each other.
Stop sleeping with each. Well, they are Genestealers. They're a little bit inbred. Yep, 3 guys gone down from that unit. Right then, sir. Your next one is going to be these blood claws. Plasma pistol.
Yep.
Or do you want to flamer first?
Do the flamer first. D6.
D6. 4 hits. Still got 5 command points left.
That's tough. So that's 2 wound.
2 of them. 5s to save. I actually saved both. I am not within 6 inches of the banner though, so I'm not going to get my special abilities there.
Plasma pistol, 4s. Nope.
Nope. You can chuck a frag grenade or fire those pistols.
6.
It's up to you.
What was it? 1 frag grenade and then
1 frag grenade, then 5. Now the frag grenade, yep, so it's D6 shots with the frag. Unfortunately, rolled a 1. Do you want to command point it?
Yeah, I'll command point that.
Down
Command point,
down to 4. Yep. 5 shots with his grenade. It's a lot better. Needing 4s because of the blood claw thing. Roll that one again, that's definitely caught. So how many needs 4s to wound as well?
Damn you, Floor.
Damn you, Floor. 2 wounds so far, and then he's got a flurry of bolt pistols. 5 of them in total, needing 4s and then 3s. 2 hits again with the bolts. And 1 wound. So his grenade fared better than his bolt round.
Yeah.
Needing 5s and 6s. I lose 2. Flamers are still going to stay alive, but Right, so we're going to go now into the combat phase. We're going to declare some charges and bring you back into the fight. Right, now Carl's charged over here, lost a guy on Overwatch. He tried to charge with them into these guys, lost a guy in Overwatch, and then failed his charge because it is -2 to charge through the actual building. Logan Grimnar just hurtled towards that Patriarch to be able to kill him, and the rest of the units have managed to get in. So which guy are you going to go with first?
Logan.
Now he's going to go with Logan because he knows I've got 6 command points left, and yes, I am a git, and I will go with that guy first to try and kill Logan. So Logan Grimnar, what have you got, good sir?
It's the Axmore kind, going to use it one-handed, so it's +2, -2 and D3 damage each.
No problem.
5 attacks.
5 attacks.
So 2s, re-rolling failed.
Yep. All hit.
Don't need it.
What's your strength?
6.
My toughness is 5, so you're going to need 3s. Ooh, 3 through. The minus is irrelevant, I believe, because it's if it's just a -1, then it's going to be 5s anyway on the Patriarch. 2 has gone through. It is a dead Patriarch, regardless of how many wounds you roll. At least 2 wounds. He's got 2 wounds left. Patriarch is gone. Logan Grimnar, if he wishes, can consolidate 3 inches towards him. He's going to stand there and look great. He's going to stand over the corpse of the guy and gloat a little. What's your next unit then, sir?
I'll do Arjak.
Arjak. He doesn't need to do any sort of consolidation. So how many attacks does he have?
4 attacks.
No
Is
problems.
he a character as well?
I am a character, yes.
And it's a straight 3 damage instead of D3.
Yeah. We've come across that before when you got hit in the head by it. From it being thrown magically from the other side of the game board. So go on then, sir, since it's come back to you.
2s.
Unless it's probably still embedded in his head. I don't think he's not within 6 of thingy, so he can't re-roll.
But he does re-roll for himself. Targeting character.
Ah, right, okay. So, yeah. So he's got a special rule for it. 2s to wound, mate. Oh, he's dead, Dave. He's really dead, Dave.
-3 AP.
Yeah.
3 wounds apiece.
Right, before anything else happens here, because I'm completely newish and I completely forgot, 2 command points are going to be spent on this one guy here, and he is going to fight against those guys that's just charged him before anything else happens. 2 hits, I'm going to move him up forward. So 2 hits. That's 2 wounds, Carl, with a -4. He can't save them, so he's going to lose 2 of the Grey Hunters from that squad. And then you can keep going then, sir. I'm guessing they're going to consolidate up now.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, so he's consolidated up, and the Power Fist is coming in first. He's going to need 4s. Now, here's the weird thing. You apply modifiers before you apply reroll. Sorry, apply modifiers after you apply reroll. So, if he does get 3s to hit, it will miss because of the minus, and he can't reroll it because of Logan Grimnar because of rules. But then, go ahead, sir. So, do you wish to command point, or do you think the rest?
I've got plenty of other
stuff. Yeah, I think the rest of the guys should be able to murder him.
So there's what, 4 guys, 5
guys?
guys?
In fact, that hits. Because you are Space Wolves, +1 as well.
Eh?
Space Wolves.
Yeah. Oh, +1 to hit.
+1 to hit when you charge, don't you? Because we've actually been playing and completely forgot about that.
Yeah, I've forgotten about Logan's rules.
Yep.
It's his morale. It's 12-inch.
Yeah.
No, don't need to take morale. I've forgotten about the Space Wolf one. Anything that's charged or has been charged with advances.
Yep.
Gets a
+1 to hit. So these guys are going to need. He needs basically 3s to hit with his Power Fist because he's -1, but he's also +1. So yeah, he's hit. So that'll be 2s to kill. Hey! After all that, if you'd have rolled +1, I would have left.
Yeah, I would have just left.
And then the 3-inch consolidation move again for those guys, because they get to move once more. So they're all dead. The Terminators have shimmied up. So it's these guys' turn now to be able to butcher all of this. Yeah. And don't these have 2 attacks, please, +1 for the weapons?
No, it's 2 attacks for the guy, for the sergeant. Yep. 1 attack each for them.
Oh, right.
But then Chainsaw gives it an extra attack.
Right, I'm sure I've got some from Berserk Charge as well.
Sorry. No, you're right, they do.
Right, okay, so it is 3 attacks for everybody. We do get a +1 on the turn of charge. So the Sergeant first, needing 2s because of the Space Wolf rules. All hit. He needs 3s for his strength, and he actually murders 3 guys. You can't stop him. and then there's going to be a hell of a lot of attacks coming in. So the rest of the attacks, again, needing 2s. In fact, when you consider it's +1 to hit with those attacks, it makes face rolls quite nasty.
Yeah, when you remember the rules.
When you remember the rules, it does, yeah. And then you need 3s to wound. Ow.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11.
That's going to hurt. 11 saves needed. Oh, there's a lot of 5s, but there's another 5 dice there, which will murder these guys before I get a chance to actually fight. And then they get to do a fringe consolidation towards the nearest enemy unit, which is this one in the building. Alright, so it's basically going to be going on to morale phase. They auto pass due to proximity to the icon. And I am running out of assets to be able to take this objective. The only things I've got left now to come on and reserve, because the rest of them are dead, is these guys here with their warlord. So we're going to be going into Genestealer's turn 3. Right, Genestealer's movement. The adherents have shifted up. I'll take away that 1 counter because it doesn't exist on these guys so far. These guys have done a little bit of shimmying, just the heavy weapons have stayed still, of course, but they've done a little bit of shimmying to try and get some more blasts into those guys. And these turned up with a 6. So the Genestealers, they've advanced, managed to move 13 inch and gone straight up. And the Patriarch's facing down. The proper Warlord Patriarch is facing down Bajon. So, as before, mass hypnosis. It's a double 1! Command point! That'll put me down to 2. Right, so I don't get the power off, but I don't get perils of the warp neither. Thank God for that. Oh, it looks like, I think, actually this is turn 4. I think at the end of this turn, when it goes into Cal's turn 5, I don't think I'm going to have this particular, because all I need to do is to kill him, to get the Dark Angel off his shoulder, take it with me, but then I've got to survive a fuselage of firing. It's been very bloody in this particular streets. So let's get into some shooting. These guys are going to open fire on these. So 11 shots in total from the blasting charges and grenade launchers plus the las weapons.
5 over this. So yeah.
Thank you, sir. And get those out of the way. Need 4s. No, sorry, I need 5s. 1. So 1 normal wound so far. No, and then 2 mining lasers needing 4s. I've got 1 hit, that's where it needs a 2. Flipping heck! Blasting charge from the banner bearer, 1 shot. It hits, needs a 5, it doesn't do anything. Well done, lads, you've done right well. You've done fantastic, well done. Crack on, carry on.
There, haven't they?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Oh my God, right. Charge, charge. Charge, charge everywhere. Right, let's see what happens if a charge phase. Come back for some booting. Right, so the adherents and the icon one managed to make it in down here with no suffering, but the Genestealers did a massive charge into the middle. The Wolf Guard and Arjak's not part of that, but they lost 3 on the way in, and of course he managed to make it in into Bajon, and he lose 1. Now Carl has 3 command points left. I am not going to give him a chance to interrupt with Bajon the Fell-Handed. So I am going to go with my guy against Bajon first. 6 attacks needing 2s. They all hit. I need 5s and 6s to wound him. I didn't get any. Thankfully, his claws mean I get to reroll all fails. Oof. So this is the most important one here, because that 6 goes straight through Bajon's armour, because it's a -4, and it does a straight 3 damage. He's got 3 wounds left, so we'll do that one first. So Carl has got 3 dice, needing 5s and 6s to ignore the wounds, because he can't save against that particular attack because of the -6.
Ooh.
No, so that 1 strike pierces Bajon's armour, armoured sarcophagus. Does he Annihilation explode?
Nope.
No, but if Carl wants to, here it comes. Because he's a character, we are going to double check this. there's a chance he could spend 3 command points to have that character, or I think it's 2 command points maybe, to have him fight. First. So we're going to check this to see whether or not it's going to be able to be applicable. And if it is, then Bajon will probably fight him before he dies. So we checked, it is actually going to be effect. So, yeah, he's basically going to have, we'll see if we can put the rule up here, but any Space Wolf character, which he is, he's a Space Wolf character. He does say character on his profile, so technically, I wonder if actually he's allowed to be shot. Oh, he's a vehicle though as well. Yeah. But it says any Space Wolf character can fight. So, 2 command points, Carl is going to fight with Bajon before Bajon falls and drops the Dark Angel. And he needs 2s to hit.
Rerolling 1s.
Oh, this is going to work.
Don't need it.
Don't need it. What's your strength? 12?
Is 12.
So he needs 2s to wound.
Rerolling failed wound rolls.
Oh, Christ. And there's another one there as well. Yeah. 5.
And it is -4 and d6 damage each.
Yeah, I'm going to need a miracle on these. 3 have gone through, so unless... Do I command point to try and save an additional... No, because even if he rolls... No, I'm not going to. So 3d6, if you roll rubbish, I'm good. If you don't... Got roll that one again. Oh, 3 1s! He hasn't used a command point in his fight phase, so he could use his last command point to reroll one of them 1s. Because I've suffered 2, so they'd be down to 3, and this final dice roll would either break or break it. Ah! So, oh, it's alright, I've completely forgot. I actually can ignore, hang on, to ignore wounds. No, yeah, he dies. Right,
you say that now, don't you?
Yeah, I've just remembered it. He ignores wounds on a 6. So, that then gets put down by me. So it'll probably pop there, very close to my units. And we'll see what the Genestealers here can do. So this many attacks, the ones the Mechanicus dice is going to be for against Lorcan. And I do need freeze, because my Patriarch is dead. And that would have helped. Right, it's a decent amount of hits. Wound. I don't know what toughness Logan is, but we'll find out in a moment. That might actually really, really hurt, Carl. Mm. Right, so it's toughness 4. So 1 against Logan Grimnar. I'm guessing he's got like a 3-up or a 4-up invulnerable save.
Yeah, it's 4-up.
4-up. So 1 against Logan, he's got a 4-up invulnerable. He's fine. But
yeah.
Them 2 are -4 against your Wolf Guards. So 2 of them, sorry, not Wolf Guard, the Grey Hunters. So them are dead. And then you've got 6 normal attacks with a -1.
4.
Oof. Ooh. So another 5.
That's it.
So they're going to be dead. So I use my consolidation.
I'm just knocking him.
He's the closest. So I'll just shim. And then he will move closer, but also pick up the thing at the same time. So he's picked up. I'll put it down, but he has now got the objective. So the Adherents are going to be fighting next. So the Power Pick is in the Mechanicus dice. Power Pick needs 3s. The Power Hammers need 4s, and I failed every single one of them. I'm not going to re-roll. So the pick is strength 5, 6 because of the banner, so it needs 3s. So 1, and it's a -2. So 1 Carl gets a save of 5. No, so he loses 1 to those guys, and then we've got the Icon Ward with his Rending Claws. So he needs 3s, he hits them all. His strength is increased by 1, so his strength is 5. So he needs 3s. So one of them is a -4. So that will be 1 dead. And then 2 saves of 4+, sir. So another 1 out of that squad goes. But it's still not enough to be able to kill them all. So Carl is going to be able to fight back with Logan. And he's going to be able to fight back with these. Right, so these guys are going to go first. Frost Axe first then against the Adherents. Needs 2s to hit because of Space Wolves. And then what's the plus to you?
It's +2, so that'll be 6.
So you need 3s to wound.
Yeah.
Right, what's the damage?
-2 and 1 damage each.
1 damage each. So I don't get a save, so it takes out 1 of the Adherents. So 1 of the Adherents has gone down. And then the other 3 guys against the adherents. Needing 2s again. Wow! 5 wounds. The adherents have only got to save a 5+. Another adherent dies. I'll be honest, I've played the adherents several times. They really, really do need an update. And then against 2 guys against the Icon Ward. It's good to be hitting on 2s.
Yeah.
Yep, he wounded all 3. And 2 wounds against the Icon Ward. I believe he's got 4. Remember, I had no wounds on a 6 and I still failed to roll any, so that's fine. And then Logan. With these guys. How many attacks does he have?
5.
So he needs 2s. All hit.
That is 6.
So he needs 3 to wound. 3 wounds. Does he have any rerolls or anything silly?
No, it's just a hit.
5 up invulnerable saves.
3. No.
1 down.
Yes.
So only 1 Genestealer gets KO'd to that. So here comes the kicker. We are going into turn 5. The Genestealer player, which is me, has the ball, as it were. It's a bit like playing Blood Bowl. I have the ball. I win if I've got the ball at the end of this turn. So these Genestealers need to last all of your Fusilager firing to be able to
They're in close combat, aren't they? So.
Currently in close combat, but you can fall back.
Yeah.
With Logan. And then everyone else could shoot and then charge. That's probably going to be your tactic, if I'm completely honest. Here is kind of inconsequential. Well, I don't know actually, because if you kill... No, because it's I'm going to have the last turn of the game, turn 5. So it's going to be down to whatever happens really around this area.
Yeah.
So we're going to go into Carl's turn 5, and if he manages to cheekily survive, then I'll have won the game. I don't think it's going to happen, but we'll see. I've rolled some pretty decent dice rolls. So into Space Wolves, turn 5. Ignore everything I've just said. It's actually turn 4. So Carl has moved the Blood Claws further up into the building. These guys have shimmied and these have moved to be able to try and finish off. Like I mentioned, it wasn't turn 5. That was my mistake. It's actually turn 4. So I'm not as excited now. So these remain in combat. Logan's remained in combat over there. No point falling back and then trying to kill stuff. Because he's like, no, I might as well just butcher my way through these guys. It'll be amusing. Right, so, yeah, your shooting phase then, Carl.
Yep.
I think there's only these.
Yeah.
What are they doing? Just going to do some bolt pistols into these guys?
Yeah, and a flamer.
And flamer. Ah, yes, because you've done a 6 already before I started recording. Right, so 6 hits, needing 3s. So 5. Needing 4s because I'm in cover. Wow. Good. Back to some good dice rolls. Only one of these have gone down, and then you've got 1, 2, 3, and then them 2 can see clearly. It's alright, don't worry about it. So them 2.
5.
And then, yeah, 5 pistols. So plasma pistol. He's hit.
4s.
Yep, he's hit. He's wounded. I'm on a 4 ± 3. That's going to be 1 dead. And then, yeah, so that's 2 gone.
Those guys can fire the pistols into combat, can't they?
Oh yes, I forgot about that actually. That's 2 dead so far. The rest of the pistols on those. Carl's drinking some Coca-Cola. There we go. No product placement at all there.
That Coke tastes good. The refreshing taste of Coca-Cola.
It is coming up to Christmas when we're recording this.
But fuck you, Jamie Oliver.
But yeah,
for taking all that sugary goodness out. Fuck you, Jamie Oliver.
Wow, that was some venom there from Carl.
I hate him. I absolutely hate him.
Hatred on Jamie Oliver. Radio. Right then, sir. You got 3, another 3.
And to wound.
And to, yeah, I was about to say, to wound.
No.
Nothing. That's very good. Pistols from these guys. You've got 2 into the guy there. And then I think it's only 2 because it's only within an inch.
Yeah.
So you've got 2 pistols into the adamant, 2 pistols into the icon ward. So which one first?
Adamant.
Adamant, 1 hit. Needing a 4. Need 5. Nope. So adamant's wounded. Does he ignore it on a 6? He doesn't. And then the icon ward.
So it's just 3s.
2 hits, needing 3s. 2 wounds, need 5s. Need 6s. The icon goes down. It's never a good thing. 2 point blank pistol shots into his face. That means that these are going to start suffering morale. Oh, it could be a tabling. It could be a tabling. Right then, sir. There's no real any more shooty shoot. So it's going to be charges. So we'll crack on with charging and then we'll come back into it. Right. Because I've got 2 command points left, they've managed to make it in. And all of them have made it in. Because I've got 2 command points left, Carl is going to go with the Terminators first to see if he can murder as many of these Genestealers as possible. So then, sir, you've got 2 guys here with a pair of lightning claws. Would you like to do them first?
Not lightning claws. They're frost claws.
Alright. They look like lightning claws to me, Carl.
They do. They do, don't they? It's
they do.
cunningly disguised.
Cunningly disguised as lightning claws. Rightio, it's 2
and you get +1
frost claws.
+1 for having a pair.
Yep.
So it's 3 attacks each.
Needing 2s to hit with rerolls due to proximity of.
Oh, it's that
Grimnar.
roll again, isn't it? That's.
Yep. +1 to hit because he charged.
Yep.
So 2s. Try. Strength.
Be 5.
So that's freeze to wound. Does it reroll as well?
Yeah.
Claws made of ice, apparently, or whatever it is. That's a 2 vehicle. You need to reroll that one, mate. Right. So 5.
That's minus.
Genestealer. It's 5 up invulnerable. Oh my God! I only lose 1. Which I'll kill from Logan Grimnar.
Yeah.
So. And then you've got a frost axe, I believe, and then a power fist, and then a frost sword. Is that a frost sword as well?
Chain fist.
Chain fist around about next to us.
Yeah. Frost sword.
Okay. Which one do you want at the next?
Do the chain fist.
Chain fist. 2 attacks.
It's 3s. Because it's
yep,
negative.
Because it's negative and then +1. And any 1s you can reroll. Nope. 2 hits. It's going to need 2s.
-4. Oh, it's invulnerable, isn't it?
And then frost sword or axe or whatever it is.
Frost axe.
Frost axe. 2 hits. Strength.
Strength 6, I believe.
Right, so it's going to be freeze.
+2.
So 1.
-2. Oh, it's in.
Yep, always invulnerable. I'm trying to get Logan Grimnar out of that fight. But he, that little Jekyll boy, Jack, is still going to be in Jack. Still going to be in range. And then what's the last one? Frost sword, is it?
Sword, yeah.
Is it on the sergeant of the wolf?
It's sergeant.
So does he get an extra attack?
Um.
Yep, so he does actually get an extra attack. That's 3 attacks then with him.
+2?
Yep.
So +1, -3, 1.
So it's freeze to save. Oh, only 1. Goes through. No point in me. Wow, do I spend 2 command points and fight with him first? Go on, I'm going to do it because I'm going to get killed anyway. So 2 command points, I'm going to fight. There's no point fighting with him because I'm not really going to do much. I'm barely going to scratch the surface for anything. So I'm going to go with this guy to try and... In fact, no, do I go with him? I can't kill him. Can't kill anybody. Can't kill Arjack or Terminators. And I'm going to lose my thing. So if I do go with him, I'm going to... Never mind. I'll go with him. 2 attacks, needing freeze. 1 hit, needing freeze. 1 wound, -2. Ah! What a waste of command points that was. Right then, Carl. Just to this guy, will you? He's going to... Well, actually, they can consolidate 3 inch, so they might as well move up. And then our Jack can move 3 inch, and then he gets in. And he's still within 6 of Logan, so he's re-rolling his hits, and he gets a +1, and blah 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 blah.
So he can re-roll failed hit rolls anyway.
Alright,
that's
okay.
his character. And re-roll failed wound rolls of 1.
So it's twos and twos is it going to be? Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's strength times 2.
Go ahead. Reroll. Here we go.
D3 damage each, so...
Alright, the damage does not matter.
It's minus... Well, you got your invulnerable on you. I say that every time.
And it's free. And he's dead.
Yeah.
And because it's you, you can choose who gets it. So I'm guessing our Jack will end up...
Let me have a think about that.
Yep, there
Yeah,
we go. Now, if we look at it logically, they're going to murderize them, they're going to murderize them. I'm not going to be able to kill our Jack. I believe that is game, sir. Because I'm not going to be able to get that off you, and I'm going to end up losing everybody. So, handshake. Whoa, my hands. Yeah, I enjoyed that. Even though I did make a turn error towards the end. But even if I would have made that turn error towards the end, it wouldn't have mattered, because he would have got hold of it anyway. So it doesn't really matter. Well, thank you very much for watching, guys. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button if you like more. If you want to see them early, go over to my website, rootstem.co.uk. £2.50 a month for subscription. You get to see all the battle reports and all the painting, all my painting ones as well. They're going to be early, and I'm going to start archiving some of the older battle reports as well, so you're only going to be able to see some of the battle reports on my website. Well, thanks very much for watching. It's Rootstem Multimedia on Facebook and Twitter, and it's Rootstem Gaming on Patreon, YouTube, Twitch, and in fact pretty much everywhere else. And if you want to buy some t-shirts, just go to Rootstem Gaming on Teespring. Thanks very much, guys. See you next time.